Okay, now radius ratio of octahedral void. When you do this closed pack structure, you have got two types of void. Some voids are called octahedral void and some voids are called tetrahedral void. These two voids are important because in case of ionic solid, some ions may be present in this tetrahedral and octahedral void. Now, suppose this is one layer of particle. These are the marbles like particle. These are the atoms. This type of void, I mean this gap is called void. It's a triangular void. These triangular voids are your ordinary void. So this is one layer particle, I mean 3 particles are present in the first layer. When you place another layer above it, if one particle is placed like this way, I mean above the void, if one particle is present, then this type of voids are called tetrahedral void. Because its shape is like tetrahedral, that's why this type of voids are called tetrahedral void. I mean when a triangular void is covered by another particle, then this type of voids are called tetrahedral void. And suppose this is your first layer particle, and the first layer particle will form one triangular void like this, 3 particles present in the first layer. When you place the second layer above this layer, if 3 particles come like this way, this is one particle, this is another particle, this is another particle, then this type of void, it's a combination of 2 triangular void. First layer produce one triangular void, second layer produce another triangular void. This type of voids are called octahedral void. So tetrahedral void forms by 4 particles, octahedral void formed by 6 particles. When a triangular void is covered by one particle, then it is called tetrahedral void, and combination of 2 triangular void generate the octahedral void. Now here you have seen these are particle, the spheres are particle, and particle have one radius which is called the radius of particle. Suppose the radius of particle is represented by capital R, and the void, this is your octahedral void. Void also have one radius. Suppose the radius is represented by small r. Radius of particle is capital R and radius of void we consider as small r. So what is the relation between this small r and capital R? I mean you have to find out the relation between the radius of particle and the radius of void, which is called the radius ratio of octahedral void. You know particles are larger than void, so definitely particle radius should be more than the void radius. How much greater the particle radius from the void radius, that you have to find out, which is called radius ratio of octahedral void. So as you know, octahedral void is formed by 6 particles. This is the octahedral void. So for calculation, we will draw the octahedral void like this. This is one particle. This is another particle. This is one particle. This is another particle. I have shown 4 particles here. As you know, octahedral void is formed by 6 particles. So what you have to consider, one particle is below the void and another particle is above the void. Like that you have to consider 6 particles. So here I have shown only 4. You have to consider one particle is below the void and one particle is above the void. Total 6 particles are present. So this is one example of octahedral void. Now suppose the center of this particle is A, the center of this particle is B, center of this particle is C, center of this particle is D, and I will combine A, B, C, D like this. And this is your void, this is your void, and we will combine AC like this. Now from this point, from the center of the particle to this point, this radius we consider as capital R. I mean radius of particle we consider as capital R, and this is the radius of void up to this point. This we represent as small r. So radius of particle we consider as capital R, radius of void we consider as small r. Now you have to find out what is the relation between capital R and small r. To find out this, let the edge length of the unit cell a centimeter. Edge length means from one corner particle to another corner particle. That length is called edge length. I mean AB is the edge length, BC is edge length, CD is edge length, DA is also edge length, and that length we consider as a centimeter. And let the radius of particle is capital R and the radius of void is equal small r. Just to consider edge length as A, radius of particle as capital R and radius of void as small r. Now from triangle ABC, you can write, since it is right angle, you can write AC square is equal AB square plus BC square. AB means what? From this to this, corner to corner, this length is called edge length, and edge length we consider as A. That means AB means you can write A square. Similarly, BC is another edge length, you can write A square. You can write twice A square. That means AC is equal √2 A. Now you find out the value of AC. If you do AC by AB, AC means what you have got? You have got √2 A. AB means what? AB means the edge length A. AC by AB, you can write √2 divided by 1. Okay? Again, so you have got AC by AB is equal √2 by 1. Now, in terms of radius, what is AC? You know AC means from this point to this point. This is one capital R, this is one smaller, here another smaller, here another capital R. It is the combination of two capital R and two smaller. That is why you can write 2 capital R plus 2 smaller divided by AB. AB means what? This is one capital R, this is another capital R. That means you can write twice capital R. This is equal √2 by 1. This you can write as 1 plus R by R also. This is equal √2. √2 by 1 means you can write √2. That means you can write R by R is equal √2 minus 1. √2 value you know 1.414 minus 1. That means you will get 0.414. So now you can write R is equal 0.414 R. This is the relation between the radius of void and the radius of particle, which is called the radius ratio of octahedral void. You have to find out the relation between the radius of void and radius of particle. As you know, radius of particle is always larger than the radius of void because voids are very small. So the radius of particle is how much greater than the radius of void. That relationship is called radius ratio of octahedral void. Similarly, for tetrahedral void, you can find out the radius ratio. What is the relation between the radius of particle and radius of tetrahedral void, you can find out. But according to syllabus, only radius of octahedral void is required. That's why I have given only octahedral void. And this relation is very important for exam also. In exam, directly the question asks, determine the radius ratio of octahedral void. Or the question may be asked, derive the relationship between the radius of particle and the radius of octahedral void. Then you have to find out the relation. You have to derive it in this way. See, octahedral void is the combination of two triangular void, but we have drawn the octahedral void in this way for only for the calculation. Otherwise, if you do combination of two triangular, you cannot do the calculation. That is why for calculation we consider the octahedral void in this way. Here I have shown only 4 particles. These are the pairs. One particle you have to consider below the void, and one particle you consider above the void. Total 6 particles are present. That's why the void is said to be the octahedral void. So in this way, you have to find out the radius ratio, I mean the relation between radius of void and radius of particle. Thank you.